it was you, but you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. Somebody help me, 'cause I'm feeling trapped and I don't know what to do. There's no one to save me from this hurt I feel deep within my bones. Did you ever think of me and see the things I did? Sold my soul and everything I was to the lowest bid. Crawled into your poison dome, yet every single time you got into my mind, you got into my mind. But all I ever wanted was you. But you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. So how can I fix this? 'Cause I need to stop the aching in my head. My heart is breaking. Yeah, I'm tired of being stuck in the past. Did you ever think of me and see the things I did? Sold my soul and everything I was to the lowest bid. Crawled into your poison dome, yet every single time you got into my mind, you got into my mind. But all I ever wanted was you. But you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. The reason why my soul is tainted. You're the reason why my soul is tainted. You're the reason why my soul is tainted. You're the reason why my soul is tainted.
I know you're holding out on me. The puzzle's incomplete. So tired of solving mysteries. Just give me what I need. I wanna know it all. What makes you bleed? How you got those scars? I wanna know it all. Tell me who you are. I wanna know it all.
Hello, chat. Good morning, evening, I would say. It's not morning yet. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? I actually wanted to skip streaming today, but you know. Then I just missed you guys. So I suppose you know. I suppose that's not happening today. Probably not gonna be a long stream. We will see. We will see. 5 a.m? Damn it. Why are you awake at this time planned? So early. Well, I shouldn't talk probably. Yo, us, Trev, hi. Musical Skull, hi, Edward. How are you guys doing? Edward, we are gonna do your review today. So, I hope you have time. Well, unless you don't have time. In that case, we don't do your review. Surprise. Hope you have had a good, what day do we have? Sunday. Hope you have had a good Sunday. Yo. Yo, Spyro, hello. Yeah, you probably should sleep. Unless you already did and you have a fucked up sleep schedule like I do. Or you don't have work, or you don't care about that. In that case, I guess you don't need to. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by. Sleep well, sleep well. So, some daily time. And we can fuck up our builds again. Now that we don't have a review coming on our account, we actually can do that. Insane. Insane, I cannot believe it. So, the redesigned Silver Palace related? I will not answer anything to that yet, but it is Victorian related. So, I mean, that one, that I already said. And given that Silver Palace and also reverse 1999s, you know, they play in the Victorian era, so... There was no sound, well, because there's no sound during the starting soon screen. What is up with the free review? I mean, I do them basically daily. If you are not here, I cannot do yours. Will you cover NTE? Yes. The sheet is work in progress. And damage is verified. So all of that is basically done there. Just some reaction stuff I have to do, right? But that is what I have been busy with the last 2 days. Not NTR! God damn it! NTE! Oh. God damn it. Well then. Yeah, we also have some new redeems. You will also notice that the Uvu is cheaper now, because now I don't do it anymore. Can't wait for the debut. Me neither. That is why I already used the new starting screen. Yo, other isotope, hi. So, let's actually spend our stuff somewhere. God damn it. I have to increase the price again. What does the Discord redeem do? Yes. God. I think you guys broke the TTS. Ah. QE, I think we got our increase. I think we have to make that more expensive. I think we have to increase the price for that. That is not sustainable.
Drink water, you dehydrated.
Finally, a useful redeem. Oh. God damn it. What did I do? What did I do? Okay, wait. That's the best part? No, that's not the best part. That is unplayable here. Even the Discord thing went completely under. Nobody freaking noticed. Damn it.
Yeah, chat, so I have to admit, I just lied.
Oh my god. Oh. We have to increase the prices. There's no fucking way I can have a stream. If this. Oh my god. The Ufu spam is too
Yeah, chat, so I
strong.
have to admit, I just lied.
There is nothing I can do against that. I'm so sorry for your 5k points.
Yeah, chat, so I have to admit, I just lied.
Yes, we are pre-farming for Promea. Yeah, Twitch chat is going crazy over here. You want to refund unknown? Sure, give it back. That the Discord redeem is my favorite redeem. No, it's not fine. I need the Discord redeems. That is the most fun part. For me, at least. Because I know that it's gonna tilt the shit out of at least 40 people. I want to have some fun too. Yeah, it's on cooldown. There is a reason. There's a reason it's on cooldown. I'm gonna slap a cooldown on the Uvo at some point. Damn it. Or just people, you know, people just use all of the Uvos now so they don't do that on Friday. That is a good idea. I mean, you know. On one hand, I know now why you guys are here, right? You're just simping for this Cackle and the Uvos. Well. All the power to you. All the power to you. Whatever you know, makes you happy. Whatever makes chat happy. That is the most important part. So, we have reached everything. God damn it. Why does it go so fast? You have a negative orgasm sound from the LG review stream. Actually, if you have that, extract the MP3 and send it to me. Yeah, Nicholas is hi. So, we have spent all of our stuff. Fantastic. Time to do some deadly assault here. 1, 2, 3. To see whatever we can get. Down. So we got the kill on UCC. We are happy. We will not get a kill on Discord in solo. There is no way. I don't really think we're gonna do much versus Thrall either. I mean, can score well enough. Gonna be fine. So wait. What even do we take? Crit damage. Yeah, I suppose we take this one. What do we play? Do we play YSG? I think we do play YSG. We could also attempt Yijuan.
Woo you woo you woo you woo naya 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 naya.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, the TTS voice is also gonna change. That one's gonna be fun too. That one's gonna be fun too. That's your poem. Beautiful. What a nice poem. Do we... Yeah, we do Zhao, YSG Dylan, I suppose.
Woo.
Couldn't be more beautiful. Can we just skip cissia? I think that some people would be very unhappy with you saying that.
You are.
Yes. Whatever that means, just yes. Using TTS to Uvo instead of buying Uvos. Exactly. The good part is, you know, now I don't actually have to say it anymore. I just said it once, it's recorded. That's the best part. No. I want a personal Uvu? Nah. That one is not gonna be happening for a little bit. No, let's stun this.
Snaps
Dinner.
for cissia.
Make it back on 100k, I can't even afford it at the moment. Okay, but the personalized Uvu at 100k. I don't know. Give me the ultimate. There we go. I can't even imagine the context behind the Uvu. Well, I just like saying Uvu. That's the entire context. Uvu sounds cute. When is Lucia, everyone? Good question. We just got Uvu 2 times for free. Okay, but that's not the cute Uvu, that's just Uvu. Da, 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 da. See, you get so many Uvos for free today. Da-da. Ba-da. Fuck it. Need to apply the stun multiplier. God damn it. Oh my god. There are so many parries I can't even switch into YSG. I don't lie. I always say the truth. Mom, your peasants need to say I'm blooming. Lixie, you are blooming. You are blooming, Lixie. Believe in the bloom. Believe in the Ziox. Channel your inner Ziox. Da-da. There's like no damage coming through right now. Damn. Can I get one more? Thank you. You have no idea what just happened. The inner Ziox. Da 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 da. Why can I not stun this guy? My god. Imagine a Ziox collab someday. I have the feeling that is not gonna happen. Guy is too unhinged even for me. I think we actually could kill here. It's my favorite redeem. How many of the over 100 people right now have a look at their Discord? It's my favorite new redeem. It's no, it's actually just a recording of Discord. It is literally just a recording of Discord. So, that is just the actual sound. What do we even play? What is it? Vesper. Okay, the problem is, we do not have you here, so... Left do we play? Lycon? Oh. Guess
Damn it.
we are playing Lycon with that sound. Ah. Oh, Sunny fed the pandas. They don't have to starve anymore. Oh yeah, true. We chat. We also actually have to farm this. Oh my god, there's so much we have to farm here. So we have crit, that's okay. Honestly, I probably don't want to run crit here. What do we even do for Lycon here? We run Dawn's Bloom. What do we play? Astral Voice? I think we'd go for Astral Voice. AP. Astral Voice AP sounds like a plan. Fire damage bonus? Okay, maybe not that. Me BB, you don't need this. 275 impact here, that works. We run impact, that is fine. Alright, chat, that is what we're doing and hope that it is gonna work out. Do we go for biggest fan? I guess we do go for biggest fan. Da-da. You re-review my account anytime soon? I would much rather, at least right now, I probably would prefer it if we just get some people going who, well, didn't have an account review yet, but we can do a rerun someone, right? Why is this guy doing this? I guess Guy is not gonna go into... Good enough, I guess. I will only play for a re-review once you get Avalon. Yeah, Guy forgot his own control files. I mean, it is what it is. Da-da. Yeah, the queue is really long. The queue is actually really long. Oh, damn. Can I get one more parry? Thank you. We don't even get a second stun with a stunner right now because of... well... Because Guy forgot his first own control phase. Well... Yo, Stonkers! Thank you for the raid. Hello, welcome raiders. Hope you're having a good time. Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Oh wait, we already triggered all of the stuns. Damn it. I kind of forgot about that. It's going well. It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream, but doesn't really matter too much, right? I just really missed streaming, even though I actually wanted to skip today, but I guess I don't. I guess I will be streaming, whether I like it or not. Can you do something? No. I guess Guy is not doing anything. Well then. I love Riff with planning. Telling me won't stream 5 minutes later, notification pops up. Yeah, that is me, hi. Oh.
God damn it. Yeah, chat, so I have to admit, I just lied.
Good enough, 45k. That's fine. That is fine. Okay, so we have 172k. You know, it's fine. The Bernice carry. That's all that matters. Bernice is carrying us. Bernice is carrying us. I think actually the 182k one here was my best one. But that was 13th. Okay, that is not a walk in the park. It is not just a walk in the park, that I can tell you. When I found Risk channel, I was really happy because I had nothing on ZZZ. I suppose that's a compliment, thank you. So, squad building guide, who cares? Good, I suppose we're honestly good here. Anything else? We could try other funny stuff, but, I think we probably actually want to just get an account review going or two. There are so many we have to still go through. There are so many we have to go through. Oh, wait! Oh no, we still have time. Okay, I still have to buy one of these. What actually do we have to buy them for? I think it was Lycon, right? No, we do have the finale dance shoes. Well then. Okay, and we do need those for Premier, so that is not gonna happen. I guess Lycon is just gonna stay, whatever it is. You get 45k on the Vespa boss without Adia's sick, but all AUD squad members having sick. I have no idea how that team should score without. 45k should be fine. Yeah, 45k should be fine with that. Like, actually good. Not every agent at F. Yeah, I will delete my account. Like, you know. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. Edward, are you here? If yes, please DM me your login data in Discord. Use a spoiler text and make sure you change your password before and after. But you're the one who always has to have Lycon? Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. The main problem is right now there is so much stuff I have to farm, right? And I would much rather farm for Premier before I farm this. Right, we still have... I think I regret adding those. But probably fine, right? People will just lose their interest in using that. Surely, let me cope in that. It's just today. People will not use that for the rest. They are precious. Only for you, Lixie. Only for you. You are biased. We have all of that. What even do we have the Exuvia for? I don't know what I farmed that for. Well. You could do 3 gasms right now, but you're devoted to the nothings. Yeah, that's a good use. Chat loves them, yeah, only for today. They're gonna hate it soon enough, surely. They're gonna hate it soon enough. So, I'm waiting for Edward's DM, and then we can hop into the account review, which, well, is still standing out from yesterday. I need to do the new DA after work. I mean, you still have 11 days. You will be fine. You've been pre-farming for Promea, but it's so hard and you have no batteries. Yeah, that is, you know. How long does it take to pre-farm for one character? I think it was like 28 days for one character. Pretty long, honestly. So. We have Edward. I can solve the puzzle. Well, I know I cannot solve it because for some reason you're not allowed to slide it too far. Well then. Verification code, please. Thank you. Do we know what Promea needs from a Notorious Hunt and Expert Challenge? No. But we do know that it's an ice anomaly agent, so that's enough to farm. That already, like, the ice chips in itself take like 20 days. Actually, I think it's 15, but, you know, long enough. I have to buy new coffee again. My coffee, I drink so much coffee, it just empties itself within a day. I think counting the stuff the patch itself gives you, you can finish a character in 2 weeks. I mean, sure, right? You also have, like, you know, Battle Pass stuff if you do buy the Battle Pass, and that also obviously helps. Arguably, you can just spend real life money as well if you would want to. But you usually don't really want to account for that when you go for farming a character, right? Because you arguably have more than just one character to farm for. You have, like, the events which kind of want you to just farm discs. So, alright, we are in. Edward, please delete your login data from Discord. Thank you. So, let me quickly check. You have been on Europe. Alright. Let's have a look. Polychrome Pulse, well, that one as well. But I mean, you can just spend for, like, monochromes. You can buy, like, these packs, right? Let's pray for no 2k attack, Orphe. I remember this. So, that looks similar to a scene we have had yesterday. We do have a Yeshongguang with a... well, without skin in the overworld. But we do have a Yeshongguang. So, let's quickly check. You are fully kept out. You have 6 million Dennies. That is not poor, actually. You have 46 pulls, 32k saved up. So, I would argue that is not free to play. For some reason I do get, well, that one. You probably want to invest in some more Bangbus. All of the 2.x Bangbus outside of Sprout are pretty good to get to R3, right? So, that is something you can keep in mind. You can get Berkblick to R3, Biggest Friend to R3, Mercury to R3. Belion is probably a character, like, you probably should get a Belion. It's a pretty good Bangbu. You have 1,400 left here, okay, 35 for 8 here, okay, you bought everything there as well, you have 200 here. And you can get yourself some W engines. Pretty good buy this W engine. A pretty good buy this W engine. So, let's have a quick look at your pull resources here. Well, the disc pull resources. Totally not biased at all, no, that's totally unbiased advice. You are... not broke. And you actually have stuff marked as deleted. So you do actually take care of your account. That is nice to see. A lot of different discs, which might or might not be useful depending on what you are looking for. That is a pretty good disc. Okay, so you have some stuff to play around with. Great. You have skipped Alan C. Well, I guess in that case, Bernice W engine is probably not a good buy. Well then. My opinion has been tainted. I hope you just had the lyrics in your head. Anyway, you hate physical agents. Neko level 1, Billy level 10, Piper level 20, Pulcra level 30, Jane level 30. You hate physical agents, unless they are a Void Hunter. Okay, do you have Mindscapes? Highly likely you do, right? M2, 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 M0, M2, M2, M1. Why is the goat only M1? Well done. M1 Alice, M2 user, M6 YSG, M6 Yijuan, M0 Vivi, M0, M0, M3 BB. Okay, safe to say that you probably are not free to play. If I had to guess. You lost your 2 Grays 4 times, well 5 times. How many Nekos do you have? 4 Negomadas. Huh. Yeah, pretty free to play friendly account, I would argue. But that's okay. Let's have a look at if your scores look just as free to play. Those are very free to play looking scores, yes. The Sanguine Sweeper. The Sanguine Sweeper Force. Yep, free to play. Good. So, with this very free to play based account, we are looking at 27k attack, 341. You definitely want to. Okay. So, let's bring that one out again. So. Nangong, assist to 12. As always, for every single stunner, assist to 12. That's one of the most important parts. Her EX is also the main source of her days. It does more than her ultimate and basic. So that one you also want to max out. It also is a good chunk of her damage and anomaly application. So that is pretty important. Aside from that, you're running 4-piece Phaethons. That is all pretty good. You're running attack here. I mean, that's not the best one, but you are aware of that. So, oh, that is a really good... You should consider possibly getting a Bernice. You have some arguably good discs here. Totally unbiased opinion. You even have an ER one on Phaethons. If you could get the W engine, that would be really good. Well, yeah, that's fine. You have... That is also okay, and doesn't really matter all too much, especially at your M2. You are running ether damage, which is important, especially with a Suna, AM, and AP. That is looking just fine. All of that boils down to real better substats. 343, 24. The problem is this is a pretty good one, right? So I would have just said you could consider attack percent, but because your substats are good, this is just gonna be arguably better. You probably want to see if you can get more attack percent sub somewhere here. But yeah. Yeah, those are some unfortunate rolls. Here, an attack percent roll here would be really nice. I mean, you still have some stuff to craft. You could consider crafting like an AM piece with AP and attack, right? would generally be good because we have currently 0 Phaethons who fulfill that condition. But yeah, otherwise that is just totally fine. You have 3-5, 185, 2-6, 98 impact, so you're running double ER, that is fine. You do have the W engine, just good as well, not much to say. If you want to be fair, right, you spend a little bit of money on your account, just, you know, nearly free to play, close enough. But in case that you would want to care about that, Sona does a good amount of days. Especially if you space out her EX and stuff. And you will parry on her. So in that case, you could also level her assist a little bit, but to be fair, you have 0 problems clearing for the next 10 years. So whether or not that is worth the resources is a different matter. You're running Astral Voice with ER, that is also just fine. You have the signature engine, she doesn't matter. That is just fine, not much to say. 100, 210, that's M2. Well, we're just gonna make it differently, right? All stunners. Assist to 12. So, and then we can, you know, get right here. You also want for Dialin specifically, basics to 10 plus ideally. Just because you are gonna use this, you will use her basic someone. So, that's a thing. Otherwise, you do run ER here, you run 2 PCR, you have the signature, even at R2. So, actually, if you have her at R2, you could consider not running a 2-piece Moonlight and run something damage-related instead. But, like a 2-piece Astral Voice or something, it can increase her damage quite a lot. Also, crit damage because you have like 100% crit rate, right? That is a pretty good utility as well. At M2, you have all of that maxed except for assist. You can consider it yet again, you know, just free damage. You have our signature at R1, that is looking also just fine. Oh, you're running crit rate here. Actually, you could possibly consider running crit damage, but your substats don't seem like they can make up for that. It looks like your substats... Oh, actually, I would probably run this one instead. No, that is too much. That is too much, actually. You just want 1 crit rate roll, rather than +1. Wait, that is a really good energy piece. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. You're missing 1 crit rate roll somewhere. Question is where you would get that one from. That is also a really nice piece. Yeah, that looks like that is the best you currently have. If you can get 1 more crit rate, well, right, would be nice. But it's like really not that important. I think the main thing you could change is going for a crit damage one here. That could be pretty massive if you can have the crit rate substats to support it. But yeah, that is RNG based. Lucia, 2-4k attack, yeah, 2-4 HP with a signature and ER here, but that is a diabolical good one. That is, yeah, just very good, very nice. Very good, Lucia. Very bad, Lucia. I take everything back. I retract my statement. Okay, assist to 11. And basics arguably as well. Let's just make 10 plus. So the goat is not goated, indeed. The way of how Lucia works is that she has 3 different types of aftershock, right? She has 1 aftershock on her basic, 1 on her assist, and 1 on her EX special. That is this aftershock damage multiplier here, right? And the way of how she chooses, well, misleading wording, I love it. The way of how she chooses which aftershock to use is she doesn't choose, it's just fucking random. So whether she uses this aftershock or this aftershock or this aftershock is literally complete RNG. So if you want to make sure that your Lucia does the most damage she can do, you need to level all of them. All 3 of these. To be fair, it is not gonna be a massive difference. It's not gonna be a difference between, you know, 55k and 60k. That is not gonna be happening. It's gonna be a difference between 60k and 61k at best. But if you care about this 1k difference, this can be a good difference here, right? On top of that, you get like more days and damage here as well. You are gonna use the assist follow-up somewhen. You will parry on her somewhen. Even if you prefer to parry on others, you're probably just not gonna do that. So it is worth, you know, doing that. You're also gonna use her B5, by the way. So that is also gonna be pretty helpful. And well, her ultimate, I mean, looks nice, and that's about it. So it doesn't really matter too much. Otherwise, that is a good Lucia. You have 2-8k. Let me get over here again. 3-1, that is a little bit on the underwhelming side. Yes, you do not have that many AP pieces. I suppose, yeah. There are actually really not that many. You have another... Yeah, that is looking pretty sad, actually. Yeah, no, this is such an unfortunate roll. The substats are really good on this one. Yeah. Roll better substats, unfortunately. Not much more to say. 203, 33, 171, that looks just fine. You are running Estful Voice. I personally would probably recommend you to switch to Moonlight Lullaby. However, Estful Voice is fine if you know what you are doing. There is one problem on Estful Voice, specifically with M2 Yuzue. Keep in mind that her M2 every 20 seconds is gonna trigger a chain attack instead of a quick assist. I mean, she's gonna trigger the quick assist as well, but you probably want to take the chain attack, right? So you will inherently, unless you literally ignore what her M2 provides, which is not gonna be great if you do that, you will not have enough quick assists for your Estful Voice. Which means Estful Voice loses value in, well, not in, on an M2 Yuzue, unless you actively ignore the value that her M2 provides, or you have another teammate that can provide enough quick assists to solely maintain Estful Voice. There are not too many other characters who can do that, so at least for your Yuzue, I would recommend a 4-piece Moonlight instead. Because of that, right? Otherwise, you know, you can level the assist. It's just gonna be more days, more damage. Yu Yishunguang, I mean, it's... You want to level the assist. I feel like I should have emphasized that slightly more in the guide, probably. Why is G? Assist to 16. Her entry skill is part of her assist, right? So, I mean, it is M6. You don't really care too much about that. But, if you care about that, you know, get this to 16. Otherwise, you're at 3, 4, 1, 8, 2. Do you run fist damage? That is pretty good in that case. Yeah, that is a really good Yishunguang. That is actually such an unfortunate double roll here. Here you have 3 rolls. But it would overcap on crit rate if you were to change that, so I guess that is not happening. You have quite a few good pieces here, to be fair, right? You could consider, I mean, you're running with Dialon. Doesn't really matter. No, it's fine. It's a good Yishunguang. M6 Yijuan as well. 53. You need... Just to make sure, is that W5, W1? It's W1. And this is also W1. So you are at 22 plus 20 is 42%. So you are undercapping a little bit on crit rate. It was 10% she gets, right? Yes. So you do want a little bit more crit rate. Otherwise, it is really good. The question is if you can get a little bit more crit rate somewhere. Because that would be pretty helpful at this level of investment. The pieces are all pretty good. This is probably the weakest piece. You might want to consider changing this, by the way. Consider changing this to this one, and here go for a crit rate focused one. Which you don't actually have, so maybe not, I guess. You have a crit rate one in somewhere? I swear to God, I just saw a crit rate +3 somewhere. Maybe I'm just hallucinating at this point, who knows. Yep, try to get a little bit more crit rate. That's kind of it. Try to hit 58% crit rate in stat screen. Don't overcap, right? It's max 58%. Missing like 5% here is not the end of the world, but it can be better. 422, your attack is really low, so you're running ether damage bonus here. There are... Okay, so generally you have like 0 AP discs on like anything. I know they're really ugly to roll for, but you have like 0 substats on anything at all. Can this roll IP? No, it does not. Well done. Let's have a quick look on your Freedom Blues. We have another Freedom Blues here. Or here. Yeah, that is looking very unfortunate. I think, to be fair, right, rolling for AP is unfortunate, but that is like what I noticed the most on your account so far, is that your anything that isn't that isn't Arya Nangongyu, anything else, Vivian, Alice, probably Yanagi as well, they are kind of lacking in their build, Vivian. So you might want to consider, like, you know, farming Cryo, farm Faith, and, well, farm AP discs, right, for your AP units, I suppose. That's basically it. You, for Vivian specifically also, especially at M0, you still want to do that at like M1 and stuff as well, but it is not as important at M1 as it is before that. For Vivian, you do want to level the assist. So get the assist to like 10 plus. The main reason why that is important for Vivian is that a lot of her feather generation is allocated in her assist, right? Because it's gonna generate, like the assist follow-up, it's gonna gen you 2 flight feathers. Right here, right? It's 2 flight feathers every time you do the assist follow-up. And you will have a really hard time at M0, depending on the team you play, to maintain her flight feather generation without parrying. That basically just means you are forced to parry on your Vivian. And because you are forced to parry on your Vivian, that effectively also simply means it is a loss in damage and days to not have this leveled. It is literally just free because you are forced to do that. On top of that, you can consider changing this to an attack piece, simply because your attack is pretty low by default. So that is gonna be better than the ether damage you have here right now. Otherwise, roll better substats, right? You have like no attack here. You have no attack here. There are no attack one on this one. You have no AP on like a large portion of your discs. All of these 4 discs have like +1 AP, except that one, I guess. So that's pretty low as well. But I mean, it's fine, right? It's Vivian. 7,553k. Okay, so your attack is pretty low, in fact. You, honestly, that is all fine. You have, like, the chain level, but, like, most of her damage. You run S-Full Voice. Your crit rate is just fine. That's an R1 Heartstring Nocturne. You run fire damage, attack, and crit damage. Which team do you run Eve in? You're probably running Astra, surprise. And aside from Astra, do you run... You do not have Lighter, so do you run Dialin? You might be running Dialin. I mean, you could also just run Nangong Yu because of how fast she stuns. How M6 Soldier 11 compares to Evelyn Mindscapes? Okay, Evelyn Mindscapes are just bad. Right? Her Mindscapes are not great. It's the only Mindscape I think that is worse than Evelyn Mindscapes is like Alice M6, which is complete garbage. But her Mindscapes are not great. I would not recommend Evelyn Mindscapes, and Soldier 11 is very solid all around. That is not speaking negatively, that is speaking factually, especially when money is involved. But that, having that said, you do want a lot more attack, and ideally you also want to run pen ratio here rather than fire damage. Question is if you have anything. I would also probably, if you do have Hormone Punks, you do not have Hormone Punk sets, okay. Yeah, you definitely want more attack. A lot of your pieces are lacking attack currently, which is a bit unfortunate. You might really want to consider changing some stuff here because of that. This is gonna be better. Let's have a quick look. If we can get something going here. Crit damage is not that important comparatively. You also have like some discs here you could level. Like this one. Okay, maybe not that one. Even though it's arguably... I mean, it might be actually better simply because it has more attack on it. You don't need that much crit damage. More attack is more important for her. But, it doesn't look as nice, right? So, let's see if we can roll something slightly better. Yeah, there we go. That is good. So, we're gonna go with this one. Give up some crit damage in exchange for attack. That is totally fine. Here as well, if you can. Damage attack, that is okay, that is okay. This one is fine. Here you have also, you can run this one here and go for, now you're overcapping crit rate, that is totally fine. Because that means we can now run either Branch and Blade or Inferno Metal or Hormone Punk or Puffer or Woodpecker. Depending on whatever you have to make some more attack up for you. Well, you actually do not have that much. Let's add Astral Voice back in here. Do we have anything here? Oh yeah, you do have some attack pieces here. What if we run... Wait, let's have a quick look of what you have. You have an attack main stat here. You could probably do that. It might be better than... Oh, you're running pen ratio on your Mibibi. I think that is the play. We are gonna change your Evelyn after. We are gonna get back to your Evelyn after this. We are gonna get back to your Evelyn after this. Yo, Stormcars, thank you so much for your tier 1 sub. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, where's your previous one? I think it was this one which we changed. So, we're gonna leave it at this. We're gonna first look at your Mibibi and then see if we can change your Mibibi to make the pen ratio slot free for Evelyn. We will see. Your Astra is running her signature. Okay, you're running Moonlight on her. Sorry, not Moonlight. You're running Astral Voice on her. You probably want to run Moonlight on her Not because Moonlight is that much better, but because Evelyn, if your Evelyn is running Astral Voice, you want to have the Moonlight on Astra, and on top of that, 4-piece Moonlight. On top of that, 4-piece Moonlight is generally not that much worse, specifically on, oops, not that much worse, specifically on, well, any character, right? But also here, it's like 6% damage bonus. It's not too much of a difference that it matters all too much. So that is totally fine. You can just go with that. That is something you definitely want to consider, to run a 4-piece Moonlight. Actually, we can have a quick look if we can, right? Run this one here. Do we have another Moonlight attack here? Yes, you do. So 3-5, that is perfectly fine. There we go, that is good. You don't really have to worry about that. Me Bibi! Oh my god. What are we looking at? 3k attack? And that 3k attack is with attack here, rather than AM. So that is unfortunate. That is a really good piece. Well, I have news for you. You're gonna be running a 2-piece Woodpecker starting today. Actually, maybe you are not, but you can... Oh yeah, you can do this. Now is the question we don't really get... You can share this with your Yithari. If you were to share this with your Yithari... okay, your crit rate is a bit too low. Maybe we want to run this one instead. Oh yeah, that makes sense because we haven't changed this one. So wait. You're at 63. 2-6, your attack is too low. Even though we are already running attack, which means you have 0 attack substats. That is a bit unfortunate. We're actually gonna switch this with Evelyn for now, because we do have more crit rate here, as well as the AP. You have no attack subs. Or not enough at least. The problem is this piece is just really good. Even though it rolled into attack, it's really good. I wonder if... That's such an insane ether damage bonus piece. That is such an unfortunate... Can this roll in crit rate crit damage here? Damn. What if we run... What if we switch something here around? That is so unfortunate. Damn it, maybe we cannot run this. Your attack is too low if we do this. But this is such a good an AM piece! I want to use it! But we have to run attack piece, I think, for now. We have to run attack piece for now. We have to run this one. I have to change something here that has AP, and we need to run an attack piece here for now, just because we don't have anything else. 50, that is way too low. We need to change this back to a crit rate one. Well, That's a bit unfortunate, I guess. So, let's change to this. 3735. This is better than before. It's not. Actually, you're overcapping crit right now. Where was? Okay, we're gonna use this one instead, I guess. For the fact that you're running attack percent and slot 6 now, that is fine. Ideally, you want AM. You just don't really have an AM piece. So, well, not a good woodpecker one. So for Miyabi, there are some matchups where attack is right, fine, but AM just also feels much better to play. So AM D6 is what I would recommend. Try to hit 3k plus attack. If you do that, crit damage fine at 120% plus. Right. Because of that, we're currently running like attack percent here. That also allows you to free up the pen ratio one, which currently is now still near your Toddy, but not for all too long, for your Evelyn. So on this one, let's switch that one back. And then let's get back to your Evelyn. So we are gonna run this pen ratio one. And that allows us to run this woodpecker piece here and a better woodpecker piece somewhere else. The question is where that somewhere else is, probably here. So 80, 163, 1, you're overcapping crit right now. Unfortunately, I think we do have to run... woodpecker. Why is Pritwin recommending attack? Because I have not been at Pritwin when it was last updated. Probably a good idea to do that, someone. That is such an insane piece, man. I want to use it on somebody. What else can we run? If we don't run Branch and Blade. You don't have Puffer. You don't have Hormone. You don't have Inferno. And your Branch and Blade pieces are kinda used up a little bit. I mean, you could steal like stuff from your trigger, but ideally you just do not want to run this anymore. Give up on the woodpecker. Run this one instead. Yeah, I think we do that one. So do this. Run Estful Voice here and here. How is it looking? 46, 133, 34. That is so much better. That is so much better. That is so much better. So, for Evelyn, depends obviously what your goals are, right? For Evelyn specifically, if your goal is to have an high-end Evelyn, you are looking at you can stop looking for attack at like 3,600. That is basically when you can like stop investing into attack. If you don't want a high-end Evelyn, you know, then whatever. But this is a pretty good Evelyn now. It is a pretty good Evelyn now. I actually want to check something for a second. Just to see what the difference is. If that is possible. You don't have Evelyn in here, unfortunately. You do not have Evelyn in here, unfortunately. But I would like to see... I'm gonna change this for a second. You can undo this, you know, afterwards. Just keep it in mind. I want to see what your Evelyn is like. Where it is now. So we're gonna... Can we change it back, actually? I don't think I can change it back to what it was before. Right, that was what we started at. This was what we started at. You lost like 17% over here, and you got like 400 flat attack. It's a pretty massive increase. You also got the pen ratio now, by the way, which you didn't have before, rather than anything else. I really would have liked to see what it is before and after, but I guess that's not happening. Yeah, anyway. Much better. Your Mi BB is also now looking better. You really would like an AM piece here. You do have a really good AM piece on your Woodpecker, right? This is a freaking insanely good piece. The main problem this piece has is that it rolled crit damage rather than attack percent. But, I mean, it's still a good piece. Then you just would need to run attack percent here, which means you need a lot of crit rate substats on these pieces. Well, these three specifically, which you don't really have. And this one as well. So you would need to run this like one attack piece. Yeah, this one is what you would need to run. Well, Yanagi, you have Chaos Jazz 4-piece. That is a really nice piece. And aside from that, your substats are really low. Yeah, you have like, this piece is really good and everything else is, these two are just average and these are not that great. But, I mean, it's AP, right? You do want to level the ultimate. So, for Yanagi, ultimate to 12. That is specifically important for for Yanagi, right? Because most anomaly agents do not scale with AP on their skills. However, she does. She has this one additional anomaly proficiency scaling, and this one goes up by 225% for every time you press this button, which is a lot. So, level her ultimate. She has the same scaling on her EX, right? It goes like up from like 2525 to 32. So get them to like level 12 for those two specifically. And that's a Yanagi specific thing, but yeah. You also have the M1, which gives you like more AP, which is good, but that also means you want more attack substats, which you don't really have. You have a seat at 80% crit rate. That looks very similar to my seat, actually. You probably want to get the ultimate to 12 as well. How many do you have? You have 8, okay. Yeah, you have not all too many attack substats. You're missing attack substats here. Here you have 2, that is fine. Here you have 1, that is 3. And here you have 3, that is 6. And here you cannot roll, but you have like the flat rolls. You definitely want more crit rate. Seed, more CR substats, max 85% stat screen, right? And otherwise, you also want more attack, ideally 3k plus stat screen. You can go down a little bit on the crit damage, especially more so. Even like if you intend on getting Cissia, Cissia is gonna be giving you 40 crit damage as well, right? So, that is something you could consider. If you run with a Suna later on, you do have the signature, which is gonna give you 25% damage bonus. It also gives you combat attack, so the damage bonus is whatever, but the combat attack is nice, because the combat attack is just gonna give your seed more attack if you have a higher base attack, right? With Orphe, that's not too much of a problem, but looking at your account, I have not seen an Orphe yet. Yeah, ultimate to 12, that's kinda it. Electric damage here is fine, you're running attack crit damage, that's okay. Not much to say. Trigger! You are at nearly 90%. Oh wait, do you have... No, no Mindscape, okay. 102, 24, you're running impact here. You could get like roll better substats, but otherwise that's just fine, right? Here as well, get that 1 to 12. These two are nice to have, not too important. It's whatever. Lycon, 53, King of the Summit, that is okay. You're running impact to PCR, that's fine. Running attack here, that is also just fine. Same thing here, get this one to 14, max it out, right? You can max these out if you want, not all too important. The assist is the most important part. It's all, most of his damage comes from his assist. You have Sokaku, which is unbuilt. Okay, and anything here is basically dead. I actually think there's not much more I have to say about your account. We don't need to do deadly assault runs because, well, you left a little bit of money in this game, so you have no problem 65k clearing. So yeah, most of the feedback I have for you is level your assists, level your skills. That is basically most of the stuff I have to tell you. And otherwise, roll a slightly bit better if you want to. I think the biggest problem your account has are actually your AP discs, because you don't really have any. At least none which are super useful. Yeah, honestly, somewhat a shorter account review, not that I complain about it, but yeah. Anything you want to ask, it's a paid account. It's just fine. Like, I think there's nothing incredibly outstanding here. There's also nothing that is incredibly bad. So, it's a very average account, and you know, you paid some money to get high scores. If there are any questions you have, ask them now. Now is your chance. Imagine spending thousands of dollars and leaving skills at level 1. Well, good thing that they did not leave their skills at level 1. But there are people who do that. No questions? Okay. In that case, I'm gonna send you your feedback. Here is your feedback. Thank you so much for submitting your account. We are gonna give you a grade as per usual. So, Edward. Well, that way. So, spend some dollar. Your resource management was honestly fine. Your disc rolls were overall just fine. The builds you've had for what you have rolled were also not all too bad. However, you had a lot of important skills, not leveled necessarily. So I would not Uvu. You are skipped units, you don't have Bernice, so that's instant an F-, of course. No Bernice. Your DA scores, I mean, you M6'd everything. So, there is, you know, there is nothing else I can give you but 65k. Like, you cannot get higher than that unless you clear quicker. You know, you can like do 1 minute kills, but I cannot actually check the time. And your overboard agent choice is an S- because no skin, no YSG skin. That is inherently makes it worse. Overall, I would say that is an A+ account. There is some stuff you can improve, which is just what I sent you, right? Level your skills and otherwise roll better substats. Roll better substats is not something I'm gonna rate. However, level your skills is something that I am gonna rate. And everything that is not listed here, we have already fixed. Thank you so much for submitting your account. I highly appreciate it. Thank you. And with that is the question: do we do another one? Or do I go to bed? I kind of want to do one more and hope that the next account is not gonna be like a 2 or 3 hour one. Okay, we are okay. Laura convinced me. We are doing one more account review. One more. So, let's have a look. There was somebody in chat who said that they have been waiting for 40 days. Are they still here? No bad, only coffee. I do feel bad. Coffee is my bloodline. Do you do updates on accounts you've already done before? Yeah, sure. I do prefer to give people who did not have an account review yet, though, right? There are people who are waiting for a while, and I would much rather give somebody new a review rather than, you know, do the same person like for the second or third time. Do we have somebody who's waiting for a while? I do know that somebody was here before on YouTube side who was asking about it. We did do ham yesterday, so we can delete that one. That is fine. Anybody from the free account reviews or the subs? Do we have some subs here? Oh, Silcha. Wait, didn't we do you? I think we did your account, no? I think we did Silcha's account someone. I think I did them as well. We are gonna wait until they're back, right? And ask. I'm quite sure we did them. Let's add a review tag here for now. Did we give a grading? I don't give gradings to everybody, so maybe not. Oh yeah, it's a re-review. You're right. You're totally right. Arizel, are you here? Or Charles? Arizel or Charles? Or we are going for somebody else here who has been on a while. We do have a Silver. Is a Silver viewer here? They've been waiting for a while as well. Charles is here, alright. Yep, Charles, then let's do you before I'm looking through 10,000, you know, submissions here. And hope that somebody turns up. Please DM me your login data. Make sure to change your password before and afterwards. Use spoiler tags. And I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm back in like 2 minutes.
I can find the pieces from our past. I guess I must have left where we fell in love. And we were burning bright and fast. I should've known.
What helps Riff better at staying awake than more coffee? It also helps me sleeping. Don't ask why. Oh yeah, the dial-in stair is gonna be gone. Right. It's gonna be a sad part. Well. Alright, let's do you trolls.
Yeah, chat, so I have to admit I just lied.
Verification code, please. Yo, Racine, hello. I don't know if I'll miss the stair or believe it's gone. QB fell for it, I'm sure. Yo, Morris, thank you. Welcome. Welcome. You just relocked. Hell yeah, there we go. Lixie fell for it as well. Nice. I need all the people to fall for it. Verification code, please, Charles. Thank you. There we go. Who do you want the most? More Bernice. Okay, we are in. Please delete your login data from Discord. Thank you. So, let's do Charles. You are on NAE. You're making your modding life miserable? Yes. Go back to your basement. Jokes on you, I never get Discord messages. Ref. Oh. God damn it. Hell yeah. Alright, we are here. Let's have a look. So, we have Charles. Let's go for it, right? You are... broke. Damn. Well, oh. You are not broke. I take everything back. You are not broke. You are stacked. In fact, you are stacked. You are stacked into infinity. Well. You also buy your shop every month. You're broke in-game. To be fair, you know... You have $1,900 worth of monochromes on your account. $1,900 right here. At that point, I'm sure, or at least I hope, you can probably afford, you know, buying this stuff. You are not broke if you don't want to be. That's a different matter, right? But yeah, anyway. How do you how does your account? No, that's the wrong button. There's one. How does it look over here? How is your disc economy? Oh. Okay then. Never mind. Let's have a look. You skipped Caesar, you skipped Lida, you skipped the entirety of the Opal Squad. You skipped me, Bibi. You skipped Vivian, you skipped Dylan, you skipped Lucia. Evelyn. When did you start playing? Yet Hardy. You started in the middle of 2.4. That is nearly what I thought. You have started after Lucia. That is what I kind of expected, actually. Okay. How many mindscapes do you have? How does your Bernice look like? You have a start. Okay, your Bernice is just dead. Well. Let's have a look at your mindscapes. M6. M6, 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 M2. I'm kind of disappointed. M2, M0. I suppose you just decided, alright, YSG is here. Starting from YSG, you're just gonna M6 everything. Thank you so much for funding this game. I highly appreciate that. I highly appreciate that. How do we review this? Wait, you have a lot of attack on her. That is a lot of attack. Well, let's have a look at your skill levels. That looks all pretty good. That looks all very, very good. Okay, I guess you just got your Tari. And your Bernice is really dead. Your soldier is actually somewhat-ish built. Okay. You are very broke, right? So there's only so much we can do. Which is basically nothing. The only thing I can do is I can write things on this notepad. There you go. I hope it's helpful. Soldier 11. Assist to 11. Ult to 12. Thank you! Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch.
Honestly, with your M6, Nangong, a Critneys would do really well for you. A Critneys would do really well for you. And so would an Apines, that even aside. With Nangong Yu, it's actually pretty good. But that being, you know, like, that being said. I don't really think I have to tell you to level your stuff here, because, I mean, you would to do that if you want to. It's just you're broke, right? Looking at your characters, especially the ones you play, you have maxed out everything that is relative to max out. Relatively important to max out. So, yeah. Yeah, Bernice level. At least I have Bernice. You know, I can respect that. I can respect that. Actually, I want to see, because they have spent a lot of money. Interesting. You have not lost enough 50-50s yet. Please lose more 50-50s and get more Bernices. You probably want to get a Jane before, honestly. Honestly, you don't need a Jane. You have M6 Alice. Who the fuck cares about that? Get more Bernices. Bias aside, that looks just fine. Your attack is a little bit low. But you know, it's M6. You are running AM, attack, AP, and you have a lot of... Oh, it's W5 as well. Well, I would change this to attack slot 4. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can do that. So we would be looking for Astral Voice, Shining Aria, Chaotic Metal, Chaos Jazz. Ideally, because you have the W engine You could even run pen. Okay, pen ratio is kind of not that great, especially with like M6 sonar. You maybe want to consider ether damage and attack percent here if you have. You do not though. Okay, so keep in mind that you get 144 AP here, right? And on top of the 144 AP you get here, you get another 90 here. That is just generally a lot of AP. Because you have so much AP by default here, you can consider changing this to attack percent. And the same, honestly, for Nangang Yu. Especially at, like, W5. You get 145 AP here, plus another 96. That is 251 AP just from the W engine. On top of the 120 here, that's 370 AP. You had 720 AP right now and 2.3k attack. I would highly recommend you to change slot 4 to attack specifically for Nangang Yu. Even more so attack percent D4. For Adia, you can consider it as well. Ether damage D5. Attack percent in D4. However, this part is not that important comparatively. Optional, right? AP and attack percent should be somewhat even here. But this will be a massive damage increase for you, not D6, D4. That will be a massive damage increase for you here. But yeah. Yeah, for Adia, it should be slightly better if you can get the same amount of like AP substat rolls here. For Nangang Yu, that is gonna be a massive increase for you. Because you have like, you are so oversaturated on AP that your attack is massively dragging you down. And since you're running ether damage here rather than attack percent, you have like nothing, right? So that is definitely something I would highly recommend you. For Sona, this is also important, you get like 40% here, right? You get the attack increase here as well. But 16% of 2.3k is just less than like 16% of 2.8k or whatever, right? So get more attack here. You have more than enough AP, especially at like, you know, W5, everything. Like, that you don't have problems anywhere. Oh, I have to keep this in mind, right? Crit damage, yeah. I have to keep that one in mind for later. Here as well, you get a lot of AM here. So you can actually consider running attack percent or a different 2-piece. Which might be better. I wonder if you have 195, 3-6, 3-4. You have a lot of attack. I mean, you get a good chunk here. 64% fist damage bonus. That is so hard to actually evaluate. I think it might be... Wait, you can improve... How do you get more AP? You might not actually get more AP, but you definitely want more AP. The main problem that LSW engine has is that it provides 0 AP. Sure, you get like the AP from the AM conversion, right? But generally speaking, you just lose on a little bit of AP, and that is like the main problem. So you want a lot of attack percent subs, which you currently do not have. Sorry, AP subs, which you comparatively do not have. So something here with AP rather than attack would be better. Which, to be fair, I wonder if this piece is better than this one, because you have so much attack already. You would also play with the Yuzua. You play with the Yuzua. And what else would you play Alice with? Yuzua, Alice, and otherwise you have like no AM agents. Bernice is basically not existent, so Nangang Yu, I guess. You play with you. You are gonna get 48% damage bonus here. Plus another 25, I think it was, right? Damage till 25, yeah. Yuzu and Nangong. Yeah, so you would get 48 plus 25, 73 damage bonus from Nangong Yu. Then you get another 15 from her. Here, another 15%. And her M2 also provides another 15%. So you're at 100% damage bonus. I actually think that attack percent here is better. Yes, I actually think that is the best choice you have right now. Pen ratio you kinda do not want. Yeah, just roll more AP because you have a lot of attack already. So get more AP. That's like your main priority right now. You can go down on attack. It's fine. Yup, Unknown Isotope, thank you so much for sticking around. Have a good night. Sleep well. Yeah, Yuzua, 230, 171. So, the thing is, you get a lot of AM here, right? And the only reason why you want AM on her, why this one is good, is because it gives you, like, the 201, 202, 203. I forgot whatever you have here, right? To get, like, over 200, that's, like, the main important part, to max this part out. However, because you already maxed this out anyway, oh, you can't see it, right? It maxes out at 200. You actually can run a different 2-piece. You do not need to run 2-piece Phaethons anymore if you have this one at W5. Which means you are better off running something else here, which is gonna just give you more damage overall, right? So look for Chaos Jazz or Freedom Blues, which you do not have a lot of. But maybe we can do that. Wait. Do you have Moonlight? Where is it? Here. So, you have Moonlight. That looks good. We're just gonna... Oh, yeah, you're broke. Never mind. We are not gonna do anything here. We're gonna just write it down. I forgot that. So, for Yuzua, R5 Vengeance gives enough AM that you can run a different 2-piece. So, 2-piece Freedom or 2-piece Chaos Jazz is what I personally would recommend. You can also run, you know, like Astral Voice or anything damage related that works as well. But I think just more AP is good, you know. It's fine. Just get more AP. Whatever gives you the more AP you can run. Like, your attack doesn't really matter all too much. He's gonna buff herself. He has enough of that. So yeah, attack 2% is attack 2-piece is worth it. It's not worthless, it's just less useful than like an AP 2-piece. I would not call it worthless. I think that is a little bit disingenuous as well. But yeah, get more AP. 53, 32, that is a very good Yeshongguang, I think. Oh, you said is worth unless. Oh, I read worthless. Oops. My bad. You're overcapping a bit on crit rate, but those are very good discs. That is a very, very good Yeshongguang. It's not only just D5, it's attack everywhere. You can... You really want to get like one crit rate less somewhere. And what you can consider is... not Whitewater Ballad. You can consider like a 2-piece Fang Metal as well, if you have something good. You have some good crit damage pieces here, right? Yeah, attack and crit damage, so you could run whatever your Piper is holding currently here. If you have sufficient Whitewater Ballad pieces. You have a lot of crit rate here and you have nothing here. Okay, that is not gonna work then. You are running full M6. You don't have Dialen. You get... She was M2. So you are getting 15% combat attack here. You're getting Red Shred here. Her W engine is at M1. You get 30% crit damage here, 10% attack here. So you are at 25% combat attack. And you would be running probably with Suna, since you don't have Dialin. This was give you a 40% here, 16% combat. You would get 41% combat attack. That is a lot of combat attack, so having a good attack stat is really good. Also, she gets like additional multipliers, right? So on her M6, you get like additional multipliers, so that is pretty good as well. I think actually it is probably best to run triple attack piece here. Actually, no, I think crit damage here might be better. Crit damage might be better. At M6 with that layout. However, that is looking like you don't have too much. You probably want to test it. To be fair, it's like M6 stuff, right? So, not gonna really... I think crit damage in D4 is probably gonna be better here. That is... I'm pretty sure about that. You have 41% combat attack, plus 1,150 from Sona, plus 1,000 from her. That's 2k, so you're at 6k. Yeah, that is... Right. Three, 9, 5... Okay, let's just round it down. Times 0.41. Plus 3,951. Plus 2,150. You are at, yeah, 8k combat attack nearly. 7k. And that is not including any buffs. I would go for crit damage here. Oh yeah, true. You also get like 10% here as well. Well, and this one gives you crit damage, but that crit damage doesn't really matter right now. Go for some crit damage here. Since you don't have Dialin, the crit damage you have right now is a little bit slower here. Yeah, go for a crit damage one in slot 4 if you can. Go for a crit damage one here. 4 or 5. Your crit rate on her is pretty low. Okay, you definitely need more crit rate here. You have nothing that we can roll on, so I'm gonna ignore that. So... W5. Okay, W5. Damage, crit damage. Fizz race. There is no combat attack on this. What do you mean? Oh, Yijuan's engine. I forgot that everything is at W5. Goddamn. I'm not used to this. 32 or 35. Plus 10 is 45. Wait, no. 32. 44. Plus 10 is 54. Yeah, never mind. It's perfect. Okay. Yeah. That is good. You actually can, funnily enough, probably consider some more HP. God damn it, having to think about different breakpoints. Okay, your attack here is too high comparatively, so you can switch some stuff. That is W1. Why is this one W1 and everything else is W5? Why is this not M6? I have to think now. Holy. I can't imagine thinking. To be fair, you don't really have anything, so it doesn't really matter, right? Your resources are pretty low in that regard. You can consider like switching her slot 4 to AP or crit rate or whatever, or the slot 5 to ether damage or pen ratio. If you want her to deal more damage, you need 2,968 attack, I think it was. So it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, it's fine, right? 48. Okay, that's not even leveled. Okay, none of this is leveled. Your Zhao is looking just fine. You run even ER here, so that is pretty good. Your skills don't really matter. That is fine. Your Soldier 11 is at 67. You run R2 Brimstone. Double attack. You want, as we already said here, right? Level your skills if you want to play her. Attack is good. Crit damage is fine, especially here. Your crit rate is a little bit low. But how do we fix it? How do we fix your crit rate? Play Nicole. Roll more crit rate, I think. More crit rate subs. You can actually consider... These two are not that great in comparison. So maybe a two-piece woodpecker is something that you can consider here, right? They are not the greatest two pieces. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but not the greatest compared to, like, you know, all of the other ones you have. So for Soldier 11, maybe two-piece woodpecker for more crit rate, right? Unless that is also something you can consider if you get Seed and her W engine. That is something you really can consider as well. Because Seed, if you go for Seed's W engine, especially if you, I mean, you are 5'd like everything. How much is it at... Let me check that. Let me check that quickly. For this, it's 23%. Plus 24 is 47. So you could go down as low as 53% crit rate here. That might be something we can consider. Would allow you to also run crit damage here. Was planning on skipping Cissia, Seed, and all of 2.8 except Lucia. Well, we don't even know if Lucia is gonna rerun, so... I think, personally, if you would want to, skipping the unit, whatever, but Cortis Garmina is a really good W engine. Whether or not you want to do that, you know, it's your money. You do whatever you want. But Cortis Garmina is a really good W engine and also really good for a lot of characters, right? To be fair, the amount of characters you have currently who can use Cortis Garmina is limited to 2. So you have like Soldier 11 and Corrin, which funnily enough you have even some stuff on, even though it's not built. That's a nice one. You know, you are probably never gonna play Corrin, let's be real. You're just gonna play your M6 S ranks, the limited ones, right? But Cortis Garmina is a really good W engine if you want to consider it. Also on Nekomata, if you ever, you know, want to consider that. I would also probably recommend you getting Lycona, but you are so broke in your resources. Yeah. I will say, for the fact that you started in 2.4, which is literally like 5 months ago, that is pretty good. To be fair, you probably spent a lot of money on refreshing daily as well, if I would have to guess. Because of that, that is all the feedback I have. Are there any specific questions that you would like me to answer? Because, I mean, what am I supposed to say? You M6'd everything. Right. You're good? Alright. Is there any priority you might want to know or not? Because I would like to tell you something else than nice, you spent money. Anything... investment, farm priority, something you would like to know maybe? Outside of, again, nice dollar. I think if you were to get something, continue farming Branch and Blade and Astral Voice, right? You can use it on like every single attacker. Your anomaly agents currently look just pretty good. I would not invest further into them. I would focus on like your non-anomaly agents. Try to get some of them up and running and going. I thought mixing out the attack on YSG was the best, but it sounds like crit damage is also important. I mean, you want a mix out of that, right? The main problem is usually what you want to aim for is 5.5 to 6k attack in combat with YSG. That's like, you know, a good ballpark to be in. But you are at 7.7 to 8k attack at minimum, right? That's not even including anything else. Like if you go to the Deadly Assault buffs, right? And you check them, this gives you some crit damage, but this one also gives you like damage bonus. Sometimes you get like days increases, or even here like attack bonus, so it depends on the buffs. Because of that, because you have so much attack, I would recommend crit damage right now. God damn it. I would recommend... Are we done? Great. So, sorry. Oh. God damn it.
Yeah, chat, so I have to admit, I just lied.
Yeah, go for crit damage. So, that being said, thank you so much for submitting your account. I don't think I'm really gonna give you a review. Well, a grading, right? What am I supposed to grade you here? No, I think I will refrain from giving you a grading. There is nothing that I can actually grade you that I would think is fair, because, I mean, spent a lot of dollars, started recently, has everything M6, you clear just fine. You are incredibly broke, so there's not really anything that I can actually do there. I'm struggling with my Yijuan Collider Astra team. Do you want to give it a try? I would be struggling with that as well, because it's a bad team. You really just want, you know, Dialin or another stunner, and you want also a Rupture support. So either Panda or Lucia. So, I actually don't want to give that a try, because I know how horrible that feels. $+ is a great rating. I don't think we have a $+ rating. We just have $. We don't have $+. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off of that. There's not really anything I can give you here. Alright, chat. I probably should head to bed, right? So, thank you everybody for being here. Is there somebody we can raid? Let's go over to Harpy. Let's go over to Harpy. Say hi to Harpy. Be friendly. Be nice to our gremlin, right? We love our gremlin. In case you don't know, Harpy is the voice actor for basically all of my guides. She did the Dialin voice in Dialin. She did the Dialin voice in, well, everywhere. Send her some love, right? Love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you a good night, and, well, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, chat. Bye-bye. Let's go over. Look at that. What's she even doing? Ether and Iron. Oh yeah, this is the game she voice acted in. Go and wishlist that. See ya, guys.